CNN has some exclusive new reporting tonight on
On CNN tonight, reporters uncovered a shocking allegation involving Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. An undocumented immigrant has been accused of threatening to kill President Trump, but new evidence suggests he might have been framed. This explosive twist raises serious questions about the motives behind these accusations. Let's break this down together.
Stunning allegation, and a serious one, if it's true, made by the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem yesterday, accusing an undocumented immigrant of sending a letter threatening to kill President Trump.
This moment reflects a disturbing trend in politics where fear tactics are weaponized. Accusations like these not only serve to demonize vulnerable populations, but also divert attention from pressing issues like immigration reform and systemic injustice. The stakes are high, and the truth is often a casualty in the political arena.
Tonight, though, sources tell CNN that investigators actually believe that individual was set up. Law enforcement believes the man, Ramon Morales Reyes, never wrote this letter that the secretary posted here, which promises to, quote, self-deport back to Mexico after shooting, quote, your precious president in his head. CNN's law enforcement correspondent Whitney Wild has this exclusive reporting. Whitney, what exactly do investigators believe happened here?
Well, Caitlin, what they think happened here was that this was an effort to try to benefit a man in another case. So to put it plainly, Reyes was the victim of an assault and robbery case. And what sources we spoke to believe happened here was that the intention was to try to get Reyes deported before that robbery and assault case went to trial later this summer. And here's how investigators figured it out, Caitlin. This was a pretty standard investigation. They reviewed this letter, they went to investigate the threat, and they had Reyes do a handwriting sample. And what they found was that the handwriting sample that Reyes provided did not match the handwriting of the letter.
This revelation is a game changer. It highlights the critical importance of thorough investigations before jumping to conclusions. The rushed narrative not only puts innocent lives at risk, but also undermines public trust in law enforcement. It's a stark reminder of how misinformation can fuel dangerous agendas
that you see on your screen right there, and that was sent to multiple different agencies. And further, Caitlin, investigators reviewed jail calls involving a person they believe was involved in actually penning this letter. The Milwaukee Police Department told CNN they are investigating an identity theft and a victim intimidation case surrounding this incident. There are no charges filed yet. The Department of Homeland Security told us when we presented, what we were prepared to report to them, said that the threat against the president remains under investigation. They say that through their investigation, they have determined that Reyes is an undocumented migrant, that he is here illegally, and that he is going to remain in custody. Certainly many more questions to answer, Caitlin, but very stark 180 from the narrative that was being pushed yesterday, according to sources that we've spoken with.
Yeah, absolutely. Whitney Wild, great reporting, and keep us updated as you learn more in this investigation. My law enforcement sources are also here with me tonight. Andy McCabe is the former deputy director of the FBI. Tom Dupree is the former U.S. Deputy Assistant Attorney General. And when you see this and you hear what Whitney's reporting there, it does raise questions about why officials were so quick to tout this, if maybe there was more to the story that investigators seem to be clearly learning tonight.
Yeah, bad idea to get out in front of the investigation on your social media account. This is a very common thing. When you receive an unsolicited threat or confession from someone, one of the first things that goes through your mind as an investigator is the infamous poison pen. There are many people who will provide a false statement trying to get somebody else in trouble for their own advantage. And this seems to be kind of a classic one of those capers. Something that the investigators on the ground probably considered right away, but it seems that Ms. Noem did not.
Well, and Secretary Noem not only put out the statement saying that this arrest had happened, she also posted a picture of the man who is, at the center of all of this. We're not sharing that picture tonight, just given, of course, what Whitney just reported there. He may have nothing to do with this, but he's still in custody this evening as they're investigating this.
Yeah, and look, this is a classic example, yet another illustration of why you don't want kind of political leadership getting out in front of an investigation as it's unfolding, precisely because things like this happen. People go to conclusions, they get names, they get faces out there, and you can't really walk it back once it's out there. I think what's also unfortunate is this kind of overshadows the fact that, by all accounts, it seems like law enforcement actually did a pretty good job. They took the threat seriously. They got right on it. They got to the bottom of it. They looked at the letter. They did a handwriting sample. They traced phone calls calls. They found the guy who penned the letter all within 48 hours or so. So it's actually a law enforcement success story, but regrettably.
This insight uncovers a chilling reality. The rush to publicize sensational news can overshadow genuine investigative successes. It begs the question, are officials prioritizing political gain over justice? This incident is a cautionary tale about the potential fallout of politicizing serious threats and the real victims who suffer as a result.
The secretary's somewhat premature tweeting has kind of overshadowed it.
In a world where accusations can lead to devastating consequences, this case serves as a crucial reminder to approach such claims with skepticism and scrutiny. As investigations continue, we must demand accountability from our leaders and ensure that the truth prevails. What do you think about this situation? Let us know in the comments.